and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, first I'm going to start off with a big thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you. At the time of filming this, I'm on 41 subscribers. So guys, a big thank you to you. When this goes up, if there's more subscribers joined, guys, this goes to you as well. Thank you very much. If you're new here, guys, sit back, enjoy, because this is a nice, easy build. Well, it's always nice, easy builds, but this is a nice, easy build. If you're regular here, guys, I feel the love. I'll see you in a second. So this week, we're going to go back to a video, my very first terrain build. Okay, I'm not going to show it to you because, you know, the bottle lid barricades. So if you go back and have a look at that, you'll see when I filmed that to what I'm filming now, there's a huge difference. Not just in the content I'm doing, but also, you know, the way that I present it to you guys. But what we're going to do, when I made this video, this is the bottle lid barricades. Now initially I made it games of 40k, but use of Necromunda, you know, any sort of futuristic gaming, even games of World War I, World War II, you know, it's very nice, very easy. But when I made this, the plan was always to do something a bit bigger and a bit different. But I didn't have enough lids. I do now. So I'm going to do it this now. And also the last video, I did the D&D adventure tiles, okay, which is on the competition up for grabs. But I did that, and I was going to do some Necromunda, you know, territory tiles, and so I realised how many was in there. So I sort of boo-booed that up a bit. So I thought, okay, now's the perfect time to do, you know, this barricade / building thing. I don't really know what to call it yet. I'll probably get a name for it by the time I finished it. But when you see what I'm doing, you'll go, oh, okay, now I understand. Now with these barricades, this is weatherboard, okay. It's like an MDF. It's really nice and, you know, really strong, really nice. I'm not going to use that to base what we're doing today. The reason why is I need perfect cuts of the same shape, okay, within a millimetre or so difference. And with the weatherboard, I'm going through too many blades to get those cuts. I mean, if you have a table saw, by all means use a table saw and get your cuts. You know, it's a lot better material. So guys, if you're new to the channel, sit back, enjoy. If you're regular here, again, I feel the love. I'm so happy with, you know, 41 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to get on with cutting some weatherboard down, and I'll show you in a second. See you in a minute, guys. Right, guys. So what I've done is started cutting the board down. I'm going to last little bit, so I'm going to show you last little bit. So I've got my marking where I'm going to go. I'm going 6 inches by 5 inches, okay? But before I do, I check each cut, okay, to make sure that it's within a millimetre or so of being, you know, spot on. Only because when they line up with each other, it's going to be a bit weird if one's a bit bandy. It won't matter too much. So what we have here now, measure this correctly, wrong way. There you have 6 inches. 6 inches. So then I need to do it 5 inches. Okay, so 6 inches wide so far. So I need to do it 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches. Now this is 16.5 inches. So I'm going to get, grab my pen. I'm going to get probably 3 out of this one. 5, 10, 15. So what I'm going to do is mark that up. I'm going to, let me get some, I've got 9 already cut here from one board. Okay, nice and easy. Now, I don't know if you can make that out. Let me come over it. Where I made my finger there, it's a miscut inside, not from me, but inside the foam. There's no foam that side, and there's double foam this side. So I think when they made it, it just messed up a little bit. As you can make that out. There you can, look. It's damaged the tile a little bit, okay, on both of them, but that's not an issue. Okay, you'll see why afterwards. But guys, I'm going to crack back on this, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, so I've cut all them up. Now, from two A4 sheets, I believe they are. I can't see the wrapping now, but they're A4 sheets. I think I have, how many do I have here? 3, 6, 7, 8. I have 20. Okay. Of course, I have all these offcuts, but we keep hold of those because they're always useful stuff. So I have 20. Now what we need is bottle lids, which I've got shitloads over there. I'll go through the rules of them in a second. I'm going to try some magnetism. Okay, so if you've got magnets, great, use them. What I'm going to be using is a magnet strip. Now, what that is in the supermarket, you'll see the big sign up on top above the offers and everything else, special offer, you know, great value or whatever. There's usually a metal sign, a metal like plate, and it's cardboard sign with magnet strips on it. So it's magnetic strips. I'm going to be using those if I can find them around here somewhere. Failing that, I'm going to go and get the magnetic learner stickers for the car. Okay, I've got them in the car still. Keep forgetting to take them out, but I'll get one of those, cut them up and use that. And what we're going to use for the metal is tea light candle. When it's burnt out, the little bit that the wick sits into, if you pull that off, that's a little metal disc. Okay, that's what we're going to go for. So I need to find the magnet strip, grab all the candles, grab all the bottle lids, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Guys, I still haven't found the magnet strip, but this is a mess in here. So I'm going to keep looking for that. But just to give you a few of the rules with the lids. Okay, zoom in, there we go. You can see that I've separated them out. Okay, so they're all the same. They're the same, they're the same, that's the same. See the different colour green, they're the same. The blues, the reds, blacks. Now these two are the same. Oh, sorry, they're the same, but the rest of them are odd, weird ones. So they still can be used, but only on singular. You can't stack them. Now the other thing to be careful of, see that little nipple bit on top there? Okay, you need to get a pair of clippers and just snip that flat as you can, because otherwise it won't sit down flat. It's a little rock on it. So, but seeing all these when they're in a jar, yeah. Oh, there's loads. When I put them out, it's like, oh, actually, I don't have that many. But that's not a big issue either, because I've got loads of till rolls. Okay, so anyone that works in the supermarket or retail or knows someone that does, you can get till rolls. Okay, because that's usually thrown away. You can get those. You can use those. Because I'll tell you one second, or you can use the inner tube from like tin foil. The only problem with that is all of these are pre-cut. They're all the same. I say they're all the same. All these black ones are the same height, width, everything else. The green one's the same. These juice ones the same. You know, the fizzy orange one's the same. They're all cut the same size, width, everything else. That makes your job a lot easier. Same with the till rolls, they're all cut the same heights, width, everything. But if you're cutting down yourself, you want to try and cut it within a millimetre or two, and then just give it a gentle sand down to try and match it millimetre perfect. If it's a millimetre or so off, it's not a big issue, okay? Because when we build it, you'll see, you know, there could be like ground subsidence, or it could be it's taken a heavy mortar shell and it's still standing, but it's just made it sink in the ground a little bit. It's not, you know, not a big issue at all. So guys, I'm going to crack back on, look for this magnet strip, and I'll be back to you in a minute. Right, so what I've done is I've hot glued all the till rolls like this. Okay, so it's not in perfectly in the corners, but it's slightly off the corners, and it's okay. Now the reason for this is, just stack them like this. What's this one? Okay, I haven't found the candles, the little candle bits yet. I had a heap of them and I can't find them anywhere, so I'm going to carry on as normal. If I come across them, great. If not, then I think I'll be trying to get loads of little 1-cent coins and you do the same thing that way. Okay, but I've got all the till rolls done like this. Now I'm not going to hot glue them together. I wanted to magnetize them, but already you can see how things are coming together. Okay, so with the bottle lids, and not just bottle lids, I was thinking about it, there's also bits of sprue that we can add to this and stuff like that. I don't want to put foam onto it. 2 reasons. One, because I want to give it a spray with a spray can. Okay, obviously I know this is a foam board, so I have to be careful with that. I can't spray it with the underspray because this will just spill out and, you know, go moody on me. The second thing is, no, I've forgotten the second thing now. So anyway, no, it's gone. No, still gone. I'll waffle on too much. That's where I'm at. Now, what I'm going to do is, I know that 4 of these fizzy orange ones are near enough, without dropping them everywhere, the same height. I think there's like a millimetre or 2, it's not that noticeable. So I could use 4 of those stacked up in that way in the corner of another tile. Okay, I think I've got enough. 1, 2. No, I don't. So what I have to do then is I'd have to check, is one of the other brand bottle lids the same height? Yeah, they are. The black ones are. So I could use a stack of black ones. Okay, but what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to be able to film it and show it because over that side is really dark, so I'm going to take the lid, I'm going to hot glue the bottom, make sure there's no little nipple bit on it, hot glue the bottom to the base. Then I'm going to hot glue this one to this one. Okay, then repeat the same process again, but hot glue that to that. Okay, so then what I'm going to have is a nice little stack of 4. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get on with doing that. I don't want to use up all of these lids, but I'm going to use up a fair amount of them, and I'll be back to you in a minute, guys. Hi guys, I think I got a little bit carried away. I couldn't find the tea light bits, so I was there flapping away, and I said, you know what, I'll just carry on as normal, and then if I come across them I can just add them last minute. It's not an issue because these are the magnet strips. Okay, so let me get one of them off of there. As you can see, they're not very thick at all. Okay, sharp blade to cut through that, and they're pretty good. So then I thought, if I can't find the tea light candles, I'll just get, you know, a couple of cent here and there, or pennies, and just do it that way, you know, the old school type way. So I was working away, and then I actually got carried away. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to do that. So you'd get you'd have your, this is going to be the top piece of, you know, of the 4. Okay, so inside there you would glue a little piece of magnet. Yeah, now I'm showing you magnet strip, but if you've got an actual little bit of magnet, that's a nice depth to put it into. Okay, and when you're gluing it, it's going to be the top one. Okay, so you have your 4 and it's going to be your top one. Okay, now with those tea light candle pins, because they're very thin metal and they're circular, you can glue it on the underneath. So just click, click. Okay, there's not much between them to stop them from connecting. That's what I'm supposed to have done. But I'm going to show you this now, and you're going to go, oh, no, it's not undercoat, it's not painting, nothing like that. It's just, I've just got carried away. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. There we go. Huh? See what I'm saying? I got really carried away. Someone says to me, well, what are they? When you get a bookcase or something, and you get the thin wood that goes on the back, and you have to tack it into the edge of the, the wood, these things, they grip. See, let's see down here. You can't see because there's bloody light. There's a little. There's a little. Right, yeah. There's a little hole at the bottom there. Okay. Now, when you put the tack into it, that grips the tack, and you just tack it with the hammer without having to actually hold it yourself. Where are we? See how much I got carried away. This is a vape box. Okay, I've tucked 2 bits of foam board in there just to give it a bit of strength, and then I've wrapped it in masking tape. Okay, because if I spray it with spray or the underspray or the spray can, the cardboard's going to just go. Okay, I don't trust that one. So it's because this. So I wrapped it in masking tape and give it a spray, plus the masking tape's going to give it a bit of texture as well. Okay, there's another one there. Now that's a vape box. You could use a matchbox, or anything that any little box that you want. Just reinforce it on the inside. Now, one thing I love about this. Let's move this over there. Take this off. Let's move this over here. Clip this out of the way. I've left a few of them plain. Okay, just keep it nice and easy. No, just simple. I can move this one over here actually. A simple little bit of modification. Okay. Now some of you are going to say, John, there's no ladders. Now, in games of Necromunda, most of the ladders are in the terrain itself, but I'm not sure about the new rules. But I'd imagine they could, climb up. It's not a big stretch of the imagination for them to use this to clamber themselves up. Okay. I know in games of 40k, you can scale, is it 7 inches or something? I'm not sure. I haven't read the rules for a long time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So, games of Kill Team, off you go. That just came to me just then. If you can play for Necromunda, you can play for Kill Team, you can play for 40k. Now, obviously, games of Necromunda, you would have a board, and this could be scattered throughout, or it could be nice little, how it is here, little layout. It could even be a couple of buildings this side with the walkway, and then the buildings just stretching off. It's so much it's easy. This here is 2 bits of sprue, okay, one either side, and then a piece of foam board cut to go into the shape there. Okay, it's nice and easy. These are card dividers that I've just cut and just placed down. You could use the corner of a box or corner of a cereal box. Cereal box now actually, because that'd be too thin. But a nice thick bit of card, the corner of a box, shoe box for example, would be great. These are just 2 straps that you get for a piece of wooden bookcase to tie it to the wall. What else? Anything else? This, some bits of foam there as well. Guys, that's about it. So I'm gonna have to try and get other spraying now and see where we're at. See you in a second, guys. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I just chucked a few models on there just to give you a quick glimpse. Yeah. Let's move this guy back down here. Right. Let me just bear with me, spin him around. So you can see this perfect height. Guys, I'll see you in a second. So here's where we're at, guys. Okay, so I've done that on all of them now. There's 12 tiles there. Yeah, there's 1, there's 2. Okay. And just for height comparison, there's a Space Marine Terminator. As you can see, there's plenty of height room in there. And the thing is, if you've got a squad in there and you need to move them out or need to get to them, just take the lid off. Alright, providing there's nothing on top. But a good thing with this as well, let's bring this one back. Okay, so for games of Necromunda, that's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely, you can't go wrong. And there's something else I want to show you as well, guys. 1 second. Okay, that's so for those of you who remember this from one of the other builds I did. Okay, it's a walkway, nice and easy. Now, I do have lots of these space dividers. If anyone wants some, just chuck on below and I'll send you some. It's a bit of corrugated card, drawn round, cut to the length, hot glued on. I still haven't even filamixed those joins yet or painted them or anything. I've just been so busy with everything. Now, where are we going to go from here, you say? Because it looks a bit open, looks a bit silly. What do we do? Well, the first thing we're going to do, each piece, we're going to decide 2 edges that we're going to put some stuff on. Yeah, some pieces might have something in the middle, like a not a barricade, but just to act like a barricade. Now, the only problem with these T-rolls that I have, there's nothing sealed to the top of it, so I might have to cut bits of card out and just glue them on. I'm not sure yet. So anyway, I'm going to start working away on a few of these bits because I've still got all those lids left. So some of them are going to be turned into barricades, just to, you know, at various heights to go across. So anyway, I'm going to start cracking on and I'll see you in a second, guys. So I undercoated all that. One lid come off, so I'm just heating the hot glue up to put that back together. But here's where we're at. Okay, and some of you can say straight away, oh John, there's a few bits that's missed. Yeah, not an issue, because when you use your silver paint and dry brush here, that's going to give it a lighter bit than the other rest of it's going to be darker. And see, like on here, the fizzy orange lids, that's going to give it a real different type of, you know, shade. Now, I'll show you a blank one. Okay, there's nothing on the middle there. Okay. Now, some of you can say, oh, but you know, there's something that you, but you can take a bit of fine grit sandpaper before you spray it and give it a little sand down. So when you spray it, gives you different textures, so you can dry brush it and all that business. The spray can, when you spray it, well, I sprayed with a spray can, but when you spray the spray can, it should be able to give it a little level of texture anyway. Now, the thing that I was using for grates is actually a rubber mat, but it goes on the dashboard of a car to stop your phone sliding and your glasses and all that sort of stuff. I was picking up from a pound shop for €1.50. Okay, they stopped selling it, so I'm like, oh, I've got a few still left over, but not enough to cover all of them, so that's why I didn't put it on. I did come across something else though, and I was like, that's pretty good. In the hardware shop, I believe it's in America, I believe it's called the drywall tape. It's like a mesh that you put onto the wall, and it holds the plasterboards together and stuff like that, or plaster holds onto it or something like that. But over here it's called, I think it's called plaster tape. So I didn't get it, and then afterwards I thought I should have got that. It's about 10 quid or something for a big roll. I will get one of those and I'll just make a piece of terrain and just test it out on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry brush this. Okay, I'll dry brush one, and then you can see what way we're going, and then I'll finish the rest of them off camera. So I'm using the Iron Breaker layer paint. So paint and brush, I'm going to go with this one so you can see what I'm talking about. So get in there, give it a proper dry brush. The thing with the lids as well, it already has texture. Go on, one more fly. buzzed in here and it's got self-trapped in here. I think I went with the wrong brush. One with a big brush instead of a little brush, so let's switch brushes, guys, sorry. Big brush is good at painting quicker, but it's just not getting into the bits I need to get into. You can see I'm just doing a quick dry brush, just not even dry brush, I'm just flicking it over the top of the surface to give it a different colour variation. Okay, now you say, oh, I can still see the silver, I can still see the orange coming through from the silver. If it's like this, you see where it's a bit too much, what you want to do is get some paint and proper plaster it in there. With the beautiful thing about using a layer paint, when you put it on, it's gone on really bright, and then as it dulls down, it actually brings out more of the, you know, the black undercoat texture, paint underneath. And of course, as a layer paint, if you could go over it and give it another little brush, it's going to really just bring those bits up brighter. You know, you see the difference here, bottom, and with the orange. That side, see that side, yeah. Now you can still see the orange. Isn't, you know, it's not, it hasn't come off the way, 100% the way I wanted it. But for my purpose of filming it, I'm just getting it done for you. But if you picked up and went, oh, it's a bit too much orange, give it another spray, okay? But I'm showing you that you can just carry on and just, with even if it's, no, that needs a bit of, it's a little bit of a, okay. That fly is buzzing around the door, it's really annoying me. Now, with the actual, just doing that. That's all I'm doing. If I can get any raised areas or the edges, that's perfect. Right, so that's what stage we're at. Okay. You see the join of that one. I think in my haste with these fizzy orange ones, I didn't look at the lids properly because they look a bit domed to me. That's my mistake. Don't make the same mistake. Here's another one, another example. You're not going to be able to make it out because it's too dark, but I can see the logo of the name on there. So when I dry brush that, that's going to really show through. So I might have to, when I dry brush it, not get the top bit, just leave that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, that's silver done. So now what I'm going to do, clean my brush off. I think I've got the wrong brushes as well. I think these are water brushes. I just saw them, the only brushes they had, yay, I'll grab them. But I think these are water brushes, they're the wrong ones. Right, beaten copper. Then go for another dry brush. We can make that a bit city colours with beaten copper. Those eagle eyes have already say, oh, that's the same colour as the lids. Yeah, but what you want to do is a subtle dry brush. Just bring up to make it look like a rustic place, turning rusty here and there. I'm doing it on the base again now. Let me show you. When I've done the silver, I've done it this way. Now I'm doing the rustic effect, I'm doing it the other way. So not counting the black undercoat, that's only two colours, okay? Let me get in there a bit actually, because they're still looking a bit. Right, so without the black undercoat, there's only two colours. That's okay. Now there's a dab of hot glue there, which I actually missed before I sprayed it. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to get on with the rest of them, dry brushing and everything else, silver and the beaten copper, and I'll come back to you at the end. I'll chuck some models on it and we'll have a look and a little chat about it. See you then, guys. Right, so I've dry brushed all them silver. Then before I am adding the beaten copper, I had a little thing about things and I grabbed another colour just to go over here and there. Lead Berkshire, yeah, but this is the airbrush version, so it's very watery. So there's a few areas where that's gone onto it and it's just really made it, it's a different pigment from the what's this again, sorry, Iron Breaker. It's different, totally different pigment. So as it goes on, it's having really lighter areas, and there's still darker areas with the black, you know, underneath. So I'm going to get on with, I just want to let you know that I'm going to get on with the beaten copper, and then I'll come back to you afterwards to show you pretty pictures. Yeah, see you soon, guys. So I've got it all set up down here, nice, really nice. I'm going to show you some pretty pictures in a second, give you a, you know, a nice visual of it. So it's very, very simple to make. I've noticed one mistake that I did wrong. There was one stack I didn't measure properly, so it's shorter than the others. Again, it's not an issue because all I have to do is you can just screw another lid on top. Okay, it's not an issue. This is going to be on the giveaway. I'm going to throw the walkway in as well. The walkway is not painted or anything at the moment. I literally made it and left it and forgot about it, but it will be on there. I'll probably try and mix a few more of those as well because they're very simple and easy to make. We're in June at the moment. Come the beginning of July, okay, which is later on this week, I think, I will do a video, not a train build, just a normal video, and just show you all the bits and pieces up for grabs and what you have to do to, you know, to try and win one of those. Don't panic if someone, you know, chucks in. Well, someone will win it, but if someone chucks in and goes, okay, I want this piece, and that goes, what's left will be in the following month's draw. With, and you know, if you have bits to add to it, you know, don't panic. There's no issue. But in order to win something, you have to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. You know, let me know. Not on this video. Don't have to comment on this one. But subscribe to the channel definitely. But when I do that video, all that details there. But just to give you an idea. So guys, if you enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll show you pretty pictures now. Till next week, guys. See you later. As the Crimson Winged Skull Space Marine chapter, look for the demon prince in the old hive city. So that's thought I'd just give you a little bit of a story. So it's been Terminators, Librarian with jump pack. Not finished them yet. After this bad boy, the Demon Prince. Okay. Now here's the mistake. Where are we? This one, you see probably my camera skills. That it's just shy. But see how this setup is. Let me just come out so you can see. Okay, we can go from this to this. Okay. See how there's, we've lost the level there. Okay. Yeah, we are another little setup. Now literally you can change any little setup you want. Okay. The rest of it looks amazing, doesn't it? Any little setup you want. Okay, so it's just, so guys, until next week, I'll see you later.